Damn, Colorado got some shit over there.
The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us
Unmute, bitch.
And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield. The running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Looking to the big tight end. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for him.
Back to pass, it's Cobb. He turns that loose down the right side. Fires the pass, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Flips it out to the back. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling it.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on. I like the aggressiveness. Try to push the ball down the field. It's not the worst thing in the world. You throw an INT, it's kind of like a punt.
Just going to keep it after the snap. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. A run for the quarterback. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Herrera. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Going up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Quarterback keeps it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Coming after it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going up top. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break.
You in charge, chat.
The inside handoff.
Damn, I missed this nigga, bro. Hanging on my phone, my fuck.
Pick up there before the defense knocks him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Pulls and fires complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looks as if he's going to run it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They're backed up just a little, first and 10 from their own 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Sun Devils have this offense rolling. This is a designed run. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the running back has it. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Sun Devils have taken it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Herrera. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick. Nice physical play on the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Just feeds the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines.
Fourth down, I ain't going 4th down. Fuck. Oh my God, I thought it was 3rd. Fuck. How the fuck I lose track of down?
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try.
Damn, I missed it.
And the kicker delivers the ball to finish off the drive.
Fuck, I lose track of time, bro. I swear to God, I thought it was.
So they put the field goal
Damn, I thought I was on 3rd down. I was on 4th. Fuck.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Fuck, I should have. Fuck, I took so long. I stayed so in the pocket too long. Fuck. So way too far from my kick.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. Got rid of it.
We ain't taking no sack. We ain't taking no sack. We won't allow to take a sack. Throw it away.
Half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half.
I like how my defense got that peak, yo.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Just say.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking down the middle. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but...
Well, I've been on road, baby, got no shame, no shame.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Quarterback will keep it. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Trying to find his man on first down. The sure hands, it's Herrera. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
He was hurt like a motherfucker. Hitting to some hits today. I'll get him more than the rim, so we're going to get him an elbow pad, then we're going to put him an elbow sleeve on. So, he hurt like a motherfucker.
And this crowd is turning it up a notch.
Yeah, I really can't throw one for down to begin with.
Touch pass on the jet sweep.
And he hurt. God damn,
who
is he?
Goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that
who is he? That motherfucker got a little speed boost in him, now.
Run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? On to attempt to try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today.
Number 60, set to kick off.
And the returner will be dragged down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll throw it on first down. The timing was just off with the freshman pass well behind him. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Oh, and he gets downfield.
Oh, my assignment, too.
And they don't
he got open on my assignment.
On my assignment. Way to the 46-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
Oh, you gotta go catch. That would have been your 4th pick of the day, boy. Oh, boy, you gotta get there. That would be your 4th pick of the day, boy. You gotta speed it up, boy.
Rolling out to his right, everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get them behind the...
Oh, my God.
Spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming
It's
in.
me. I should never give up that third down. If I would never give up that third down back there, he would have punted it.
Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Buffaloes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Yeah,
Bring him down.
they don't
He's
be
going to
them
lose
easy,
a yard on that one.
They'll be them easy just hiking the ball on me.
A tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays...
Damn.
Bucks.
You know, that's not a goal. Smart man.
Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he makes his way out of bounds on the return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback keeper. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught on the outside. It's Herrera. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice. And you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision.
Got a lot of running room. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of...
Boy, that's some great defense. My hand on no man's land.
Getting the ball into the hands of my best.
Shit.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops.
Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I think this receiver's forte.
Goddamn Duck come out there and make some plays, though. I like Duck.
But it's not
Little
just
Duck.
post routes and goes.
Yeah.
This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line filling holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Not short penny. Not them. Short. You see them very short pants on? Yeah, they were. Take them off the long penny.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
Yeah, don't get
They finish it off with the score from the 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
As long as I lead by 2:15, I'm straight.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Shoot clock, I could. I don't know if you're going to get it. They ain't going to do it. No.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, the ball squirts out. They recover their own fumble. How in the
Damn, bro, I want that ball, bro. Fuck. I wanted it.
Arizona State 31, Colorado 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Shoots it to the left. Ball in the air. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And
damn, he baited me like motherfucker.
It leads to second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You watch that? Come on,
and
you watch that.
deny them on second and goal.
Okay.
Pocket starts to collapse.
Damn, I had so much shit open. I'm just looking at this. Fuck, I had so much shit open. Had 4 receivers open. I'm looking at the show, I'm running around.
From the gun, wants to pass.
You dropped it. We going for it. Fuck it. We ain't got shit to lose. Go for it.
Fourth down is coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's complete. Touchdown, Arizona State. And the stomping has commenced. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. 60 minutes of football and outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last?
Unloads it downfield. And
Good
that
D.
one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, run that motherfucker out of running. We ain't tripping.
Runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively,
We played a full, complete game today.
winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks, and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job.
Good D, nigga. Why to sit in your spot and make a hit?
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's reeled in.
I sworn I put y'all niggas on underneath. Okay, cool.
But it didn't stop him from getting
Cool,
the
we
first
cool.
down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy.
Going downfield for the big play. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The
First down,
defense
boy.
knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
I need to choose a shirt. This shit finna be over. It don't cool, man.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line. It's 1st down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Now they've got even more breathing.
Oh, I forgot to take him out. Oh, my God. I forgot my nigga hurt, bro. Fuck. I forgot Carlos.
Space, especially on the perimeter of the field, and I love that last play call because he's able to get
Oh.
outside and use his speed. To me, that's
My
where this
quarterback,
guy's
my QB. Not the franchise.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st
I gotta
and
get my
10.
speaker out of my car.
He's going to pass.
Sack me. It don't matter. We'll take
And
it.
the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run.
Fuck. Now my starting quarterback out, bro. Yeah, he been hurt. I been took him out. I ain't played him. I forgot to take the nigga out. In that one play.
That sack from
Fuck.
this drive here on 2nd and 15.
One nigga out. Look, run that
Bring
bitch.
him down, but a solid pickup to put
All
him
these
in
fucking
position to
injuries,
pick up a
man.
first down.
Man, that
This is-
quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to
Fuck.
be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble play.
Oh my God. Duck, dumbass, been playing good, and he just thumb a piece.
He's got room.
Come on,
And
Duck.
after the interception, able to get it.
Duck, look, goose ass.
Taking it back to the 41.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not
Fuck.
letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career.
Can't close the
interception.
game out like that. We got.
Football, so that's going to sting, but now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that with screen passes, it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. He's got his man.
It's not a user, bro.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but he's
trying to run this fucking clock. I gotta go to work, man. I hear it. Damn.
Know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems.
Let him go.
Unlikely to win today, but here's the
Fuck, I'm trying to go to work. I threw that beat trying to get a first down because my nigga every time I run the ball, somebody get hurt either from me or him.
For sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
At the 48. First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back goes in motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. He takes a knee, and it took longer than they had hoped, but they finally get their first